last year was weird too. So I just mean because we had to leave early and all that. Okay, so if I was going to like distribute candy to everybody in this room, what does that mean?
Give everybody.
Like I'm going to give everybody one, right? Which I will do if you would like later. What you're doing when you're using the distributive property is there is a number that's a multiplier, and it's the number that you're going to distribute to everything that's within the parentheses. So if you look at this problem here, number 1, is everybody with me? You're going to distribute the 4. Like you're going to take the 4. Let me get it focused here. And you're going to multiply it by, or multiply 4 by everything that's inside the parentheses. So we're going to multiply 4 here, and we're going to multiply 4 here. So we're distributing the 4 to every term that's inside. There's only 2 inside this time, but there can be 20. I mean, you have a limited number inside a set of parentheses. But for this example, we're multiplying 4 by 2 terms. When you multiply 4 times 3x, you're going to multiply the numbers, not worry about the x at first. We're just going to multiply 4 times 3. So you get 12, right? So you get 12x.
But 3 is, why don't we do the parentheses first?
Well, it's a good question, Abby. Remember, not yesterday, I always say yesterday, I don't remember when you all were here last Tuesday when we did combining like terms and we were adding. You can't add 3x and 1. They aren't alike, remember? So that's why you don't go ahead and do that. Now, if they were alike, you would go ahead and do that. That's a good question. So you would go, if that was like 1x, you would go ahead and say 4x and then multiply. So you'd go inside the parentheses like PEMDAS, and if there's nothing that's alike, then you distribute. Good question. Okay. So if we do 4 times 1, we get what? 4. That's your answer. Again, you're going to have expressions as answers. The answers are going to look weird, but that is the answer. No equal sign. Just like a bunch of stuff that's like odd looking, but like it's not going to be like x equals something. Now, if we had an equal sign here and there was a number here, we could subtract 4 from both sides and then all that, but this is not an equation. So we're just going to end up with this. Whoa. So we're simplifying the expressions. Go ahead and put your names on these, by the way, both pages. We're going to try to get them finished today. Okay. Let's look at number 2. The reason that these even somewhat get difficult is because we have trouble doing integers, and that's to be understood because we haven't got to do it very much and we haven't been in school and they're hard. So when I say integers, and you can remember we did this like in October when you were like actually here, where it's like -2 times +4 is -8. What? Did you do those in her class?
No.
Does she still teach at all? She's at Sims Valley.
Yeah, when she tried to teach us integers, I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's really hard though. It's hard. It's actually something that's hard to learn. It really, really is. It's a difficult skill. But listen, what we have to do is get good at figuring out how to do it. That's why you have a calculator on your desk. So I want you to use it until we really start to get good at knowing these in our head. Now, by the end of the year, before I send you to 8th grade, you're going to know how to do these. You're going to know in your head that -4 + 7 is 3. You're going to know that just like that. Okay. It just takes some practice. So again, with the bell ringers, we're going to do it a lot. We got to review the rules to all of this. You can remember whenever I told you when you're subtracting, you're going to keep change. Do you remember that? So like if it's like 2 - 4, we went over this. You keep the first number, change. Do you remember doing this?
Yeah, I think I have the answer for number 2.
Yeah, you still have the sheet probably. So then if you have opposite signs, you subtract. And you take the sign of the higher number. So your answer is -2. Those are the rules. And they're hard to remember. And we didn't get to practicing very much. And it's weird. But that's why I gave you the calculator today. I want you to use your calculator. Make sure that you use the negative key on your calculator instead of the minus sign. It will not work if you just use the minus sign.
What is the thing? It's down here.
It's down by the it's like a little negative sign inside. It's right here. It's right in between there, right there. Okay, let's just get through this. I'll show you. We'll go problem by problem.
It's right below the 3.
Okay, so we've got -5, and we're going to distribute -5 to every term that's on the inside here. Okay, so if we do -5 times 5x, what's -5 times 5?
-25.
-25. Does everybody see how Abe got that?
Because the negative times the positive is always.
Okay. Now, remember when we did combining like terms and we would circle that symbol that's in front of the number. Do you remember doing that? Whenever it's minus here, I want you to put this in as a negative. Because when you're subtracting, remember if we change, it's the same as multiplying by a negative. So you're going to do -5 times -4. It would be 20.
Daggone.
Well,
Smarty pants.
it's hard. It's hard. When you multiply the two negatives together, you get a positive. If they're opposite signs, it's negative. We did this. It's just what
You get a negative.
if they're opposite signs, yes. So if it was like negative and a positive. Okay, are we good with this?
But like when Miss Lynn tried to teach us it last year, she tried to make us understand.
It's just really hard. It's nothing on her. That's just something hard to teach. And the only way to get good at that is to practice it.
Some days I'll know it really well. and
Yeah,
other
it's
days
weird.
I'll
It's
be
just
like,
that the
no.
rules are hard to remember. Yeah.
You know that grading has Miss V.
Oh, Really?
Miss V.
Miss, I know what you meant. Okay, let's do number 3. Okay, this one looks funny.
Who?
Shh. Okay, focus. All right, we're going to do, oh, you can't even see it. Okay, number 3. So right away, we have this negative sign here that's kind of weird looking, right? There are 2 ways to do this. I'm going to show you both ways. All right. So it's as if there is a 1 out here. Is that what you just said, Jonathan? I thought that's what you said. I can't hear anybody. So we're going to write this one like this. We're going to rewrite it. Because if there's a minus sign outside of parentheses, it's as if there was a 1 here. So it's a -1. Now we're going to use the distributive property and multiply -1 times everything that's inside. So -1 times 2, positive 2, that's going to give us -2x. And -1 times -1, what's a negative times a negative? Positive, good. And then that's going to be +1. So that's your answer.
Can you go down a little bit?
I didn't.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was like extreme zoom there. I can't see. I can see my screen, but I can't see that. Okay, the other way that you can do this. So your original problem is up here, right? Where it would look like this. I can't see it anymore. Was this what it was before? This is the original problem. Okay, anytime you have a negative sign on the outside of a parenthesis, a quick way to do that instead of the distributive property is to go inside the parenthesis and change the sign of everything you see. So this was a positive 2x, so it became a negative 2x. This was a -1, so it became a +1. You can just go in and change the sign and you still get the same answer. Do you see this? It is, but that's sorry. The reason I show you that so you know why. Like you're distributing a -1 really, but when you just have a negative sign hanging out here, you can just change the sign of everything inside. But that's why. I didn't want to just give you the shortcut without telling you why. Okay, number 5.
Wait, you didn't know before.
Oh, I'm going straight down. Number 4. Sorry. This one's easy. Try to do this one by yourself. You're going to distribute the 12. Try by yourself. You can do it. Good.
I did that one.
What?
I did that.
Sure, if you want to keep working, that's fine. If you get stuck or want to check, just pop up here and look every now and then.
Pretty sure I got number 4 right.
All right, what'd you do? Let's multiply it out first. And so we distributed the 12 to both terms. What's the first one?
12 times x.
Which is?
12x.
All right. And then 12 times 2 is?
24.
Yep, 24. That's it. Easy as pie. We can't combine these anymore because this doesn't have a variable x and they're not the same. So that's it. Kaylin, are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. You were looking at me like you were mad at me. So I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. Number 5. 1/2 times. Okay. Also, I didn't tell you this. When you read these problems, you probably won't do this just to yourself. But if I am reading this problem, this is how it is read. Okay. So if you hear me say this, this is what that means. 1/2 times the quantity 6x minus 4. times the quantity is when you see things in a parentheses. That's what that means. So if I say 1/2 times the quantity, 6x minus 14, that's what is happening. If you hear any math for the rest of your life, someone says times the quantity, that means put it in parentheses. Okay? That's what it means. That's probably high school math, but that's the old high school math teacher coming out at me. Okay, we're going to do a life changer on the calculator. Are we ready? Ready? Pay attention?
Yeah.
All right, we got fraction. This one's not a hard one, but they get harder. All right. So you're going to look at your calculator. Do you see right here where you have a key that's an ABC key?
Yep.
All right. That is your fraction key. What that means is, I think we've done this once before. We're going to review. Anytime that you want to put a fraction in the calculator, that is the bar for the fraction. So if you're putting in 1/2, you're going to hit 1 ABC2. Everybody do that for me right now. So you're going to hit 1 ABC2. You should have something on your screen, whoa, that looks like this.
Kind of looks like a backwards L.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bracket. Does everyone see that on their screen?
Yeah.
That means 1/2. All right. On this problem that we're doing 1/2. We're distributing 1/2. So if we do 1/2 times 6, so you got this on your screen times 6. What do you get? 1/2 times 6.
3. Yeah, you divide it basically.
You do divide it. You are dividing, Lyle. You're right. 3 is correct because it's just 6/2. So it's 3x.
And 7.
And then you're going to do 1/2, 1 ABC2 divide, or I'm sorry, multiply by 14. Does everybody see what we're doing here? I'm just teaching you how to do fractions on the calculator so that it's easier. This is an easy one. Like Lyle said, this is just 6/2 and 14/2, and you can probably do that in your head. But like if you'll notice on the next page, there's like a 2/3, there's a 3/4. It gets to the point where it's not as easy to do it in your head. Questions? All right, number 6. Yeah, it's just written weird, Abe. It's the same as the others. When you have your multiplier on the other side, it's still the same. So what we're going to do is rewrite this one like this.
Our next division one isn't until number 6.
Okay, so we're going to rewrite this one like this. Look up here. Number 6, this is the same problem. If you multiply something 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2, right? You can switch the order of things. So the multiplier on this one, they just put it on the right side just to mess with you. It's the same as if it's over here. So if it makes more sense to you in this way, that's fine. So now we're just going to distribute the 4. What do we get? Someone tell me. What'd you get, Jonathan? You look like you know what you're doing.
12 plus 12 plus 8.
Okay, you've
Well,
lost your
that's-
signs. You've lost your signs. You got the numbers right. You got the signs wrong.
Negative 8x minus, well, plus, minus.
It can be either one. It can be plus, negative, or subtract 12. It's the same. When you multiply 4 times negative 2, you get this. When you multiply 4 times 3, you get 12, and you bring down your subtraction sign. If you put in negative, it's going to be plus and negative. This is the same as this. This is the hardest part about integers, is that this is the same as this. That's where it gets confusing, and that's what we will keep practicing. I know it's hard. I know you did it in 6th grade, and it probably wasn't clear. It's one of the hardest things we do, but I promise you I'm not going to send you to 8th grade and not know how to do it. It'll just start to become second nature to you. We'll just practice it a lot. I'm like extreme zoom. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay.
Wait.
This should be or. Either one is the same. Who said wait? Did you say wait? Oh, did you say wait? Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to. That's fine. All right, let's do number 7. I didn't want to keep rolling if we were confused. So 21 is our multiplier. We're going to distribute negative 21 to both. This one's pretty easy. What are we going to get?
Negative 21 plus x plus negative 21.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That one's easy.
We have to go to Mr. Diamond's room.
Okay.
Can be
Wait, can you
freezing.
go back to that, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Freezing.
I've never been in
Stage freezing.
Oh, no.
Wait,
The whole time I'm on stage
That's
here,
not
and the whole time I've been here, I've never been
It
there.
is, it's cold as ice.
He keeps it on 68. All right,
Talk about how-
it's 71 in here, so.
perfect in here.
Thanks. All right, number 8. Let's keep going. I want to get through these so you don't have to take this stuff home. All right, so we're going to multiply the -7 times everything inside, which would give us what?
Negative
Somebody.
7x.
Thank you, Lyle. Plus what? That's okay.
57.
56.
Yes. Or you can write it like this. I'm just giving you both choices.
I'm writing them both down.
But either one is correct. It's just a matter of integers. When you finish this one, pull out the next page. This stuff's going to kind of go back to what we did on when were you here? Tuesday. Okay, number 9.
It's already February.
2 1 1 2. No, 2 1 2 1.
2 1 2 1.
Was that you told me that this morning already?
Yeah.
I don't know where I saw
And then
this.
next year it'll be 2 2 2 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
27.
circle. Let's combine like terms. All right, so we've got an A here. Do we have another A?
Yeah. 2A.
So we got to get the plus 2A, right?
Pretty much all.
Then we've got plus B. It's fine. You can put them however you want. And we've got a minus a constant here.
Can you slow down just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just circling what goes together.
Does the B go with the -12?
Oh, you can't see it. Y'all have to keep telling me because I can see it on my screen.
Yes, B.
What, honey?
Does the B go with the -12?
No, it can't. It has to be B. What goes together looks the same. It's a good question. So we've got some A's, a B, a constant, and an X. So there's only 2 things that are the same. What are they?
The A and 2A.
Right. What are we getting? You add A and 2A.
3A.
Way to go, Abe. So you got 3A, and then everything else is literally going to come straight down like it is. So 3A plus B minus 12 minus X. That's the answer. Weird answers, but that's correct.
Expression.
There you go. That's right, Brax.
Oh no. I heard Mr. Thomas the train coming.
Okay. Am I going too fast? I'm okay. Tyler, are you with me? Yeah, I know I know you know what you're doing. You're just quiet. I'll make sure you're with me. Everybody have this written down? Bo, you have this written down? Okay, number 10. All right. Combine like terms. We've got an X here and an 8X here. And we have 3Y and a constant. So again, we just have one thing that we can combine, which is the
16x. I mean, 16x
You're right, Law. What else?
minus 3y
Good.
plus 3.
Good. Perfect.
How do you get so smart? It's all you have to do, Braxton, is add the two, add the 2 together, then bring everything down that doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it doesn't go with it, you just bring it straight down. It's weird though. I will give you that. It's just something we haven't done. You just bring it straight down. Overreacting. It's okay.
I was overthinking it.
Okay, let's do 11.
I think there's a song on that. The Overthinker.
So we got an X here, 3X here, and we have 2 constants this time. So 2 things go together. We've got a black team and a purple team. What do we get when we put the black team together? 2X minus 3X.
5x. Well, no, 1x, because you have to minus, because of sign.
I like where you're thinking. This is integers. This is not easy. 2 minus 3.
-1.
1.
Good job. Negative
Negative
1x.
1x.
Good, Brax. Then you got 16 plus 4. So that's going to be plus 20. So you can have this or this. Either one. Do we feel like we're okay?
Totally.
Good.
Not.
Make sure there's nobody else in here. I think Regan's still with us. Okay.
Amazing reviews.
Number, are you? No, you're not.
Kind of.
Well, all right, let's do number 12. Walk me through it. All right, Brax, you're going to walk me through it. So we're going to put our X's together. So what do we got? What X's do we have? We have this one in the front. What else? Minus 2X. You got to circle that sign. Then we have Y and then minus 3Y. So we're gonna put,
So,
we got a black and purple team again.
Um.
Wait a minute, let him think. So
plus
1x, this
negative 2x.
1x minus 2x. Put this in your calculator. Go. 1 minus 2.
negative,
It's Braxton's turn.
That's -1.
Okay. Then you have 1 minus 3. Put that in your calculator.
-2.
See, don't even need to. That's your answer. Or if you want it to look like this, that is the same thing. Number 13.
Do we have to circle? Oh, yeah, so we do have to circle that.
I would. It just makes your life easier. All right, so we have two teams again.
so
What's going to happen, Law?
the x's will cancel out and create a zero.
That's correct. Good. Then what we got? -9 minus 18. Calculators. Don't start guessing. -9 minus 18. Put it in your calculator.
It equals 9.
No, it does not. -9 minus 18.
Oh, the minus.
Okay.
-27.
Think about this. Think about it. Look, everybody look at me. Team over. Sorry, you can't see this, Regan. Up and down, we have this vertical number line. Do you see what I'm saying? Think about it this way. If I'm sitting at number 9, which is down here towards the floor, right? If I'm going to go down, so it's -9 minus 18, I'm going to be lower than that, right? It's going to be -27. Sometimes it helps when you're doing the integer problems to think about the vertical number line because you think about where it's going to end up being. It'll help you know if your answer is right or not. It's so confusing. It is confusing. After we finish this, I might go back and do it again just so that we can get better at it. It's so important and it's so hard to remember. So after this section, we might go back and just like push through it again next week just to try to learn it again. Make sure we got it. Although you have your calculators and your calculator, you can use your calculator on the, what you basically have, I don't even know if we're taking a test, but you have a calculator on your test. You have a calculator in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. The rest of your life till you take the ACT, you have a calculator. So that's why I'm always saying use your calculator, because you're going to have it with you. It's not like you have to know this at the top of your head.
-27 what?
That's it, just -27. What is it, honey?
Any of those tests.
What? I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
If we take the ACT, the SAT, basically all the things.
Oh, I see. Yes, you have a calculator always.
Yeah.
In high school, you get a graphing calculator. You've probably seen your brother have
I say
one.
that since what's happened this year, I don't think we're going to do it. I think if we do, it's going to be botched.
Yeah, I won't worry about it. Let's not worry about that. I'm not worried about the test. All right, let's go through here. So we're going to combine like terms again. We've got a 3x. Do we have another x? No. What do we have next? We got a minus y. Who goes with it?
2y,
Plus. Good job saying plus. Whoever that was, Jonathan, I think.
3y.
Then we have +4 and we have -9. Okay, we're going to combine like terms. 3x doesn't have a friend, so it's going to come straight down. Okay, listen. Shh. We've got -y plus 2. So -y is the same as 1y, right?
Yeah.
Look over here at the number line. If I'm at -1 and I go up 2, 1, 2, what number am I at? 1. So that's going to be plus 1y. Does that make sense?
No.
It didn't make sense?
It's 3x plus y. I thought.
Yeah, it is y. You can just have y. You don't have to have a 1. Okay. Hey. All right. So if we're at number 4, look at number 4 on the wall. And now we're going to go down 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What number are we at, Tyler? You said it. Didn't you? Someone said it.
Isn't it
-5.
3y?
-5.
Isn't it 3y because it's 1y?
It's minus. It's minus right here.
No, I thought it was. Oh yeah. I mean,
You got it, Law?
I always just go with
What
the
is it?
sign that's there.
Remember. Wait a moment.
Right there. Do we get why it's -5 or -5?
Total.
Are you lying?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I don't know what's the answer. I don't think. No, I didn't.
Abe, did you have this? This can also be the answer.
Yeah, did you get -5 though?
Okay. 4 minus -9. So 4 plus a -9. Okay. You subtract. You take the sign of the higher number. Do you remember doing that?
Nope.
Remember this? And I was like, keep, change, change.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh.
Then you subtract and take the sign of the higher number. Also, Braxton, if we're at 4 and we go down 9, you're going to be down at -5. Okay, 15. Constants, we have a 12 and a -9.
Don't.
And then we have x and 3x. Let's just get through this before we start talking about PE. Okay, 12 minus 9. That's an easy one. What do we get? 1x plus 3x. Yeah, that one was easy.
I got 7.
You got 7? Oh, did you combine those? You can't combine those.
Yeah.
They don't go together. It's okay. They don't go together, but that's all right.
I didn't even know there was actually a 4 and 3 on there.
All right, 16.
The x's go together.
All right, Tyler's going to tell me what to do. I got it. The x's go together. So we got 1x and minus 3x. What else goes together?
You got this, buddy.
Shh, shh, shh. 4 and minus 4. Can you see this? Yeah, okay. So what do we get? What do you get when you 1x minus 3x? You got it. 1 minus 3.
Oh, yes.
Where are you going to be?
-2.
Yes. -2x. And your 4's cancel each other. So you're just left with -2x.
That's how much I know about this.
What?
-2. That's how much I know about
That's
this.
correct. So that's good. Tyler, I like that you looked at the number line. That makes me happy.
Good job, buddy.
Sometimes it just clicks. You could also use your calculator, which would make me even happier. All right, 17. All right, we're going to distribute the 1/2. So we're going to need to do fractions and we're going to need to use our calculator.
1 ABC 2.
Just -2x. All right. Somebody tell me.
1
Braxton, you're on it.
ABC 2.
Hang on. Yeah, that's right. So 1/2 times 2, what do we get?
And then
Just what do we get? 1/2 times
1.
2. So 1x. Then we multiply 1/2 times 4. What do you get?
Clear.
Just 2. There's no x.
The back end confused me, like the back.
There's no, okay. So okay, we've distributed the numbers out. Does everyone see where we got this?
yeah, would you do the
An equal
would you
negative.
just-
The minus sign is going to come down.
Okay.
Now we have to combine like terms. We're not finished. We're putting things together now. So the 1x will come straight down. 2 minus 9.
7.
-7.
-7.
Get right, buddy.
Yes. Or you can write it like this. It could just also be x minus 7. Those are the same. Yeah. So again, look at the line. If we're at 2 and we go down 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, -7.
I didn't think about
It's hard. And it helps to, that's why I like having class in here, because it really does help to kind of see it and think about it, because it makes more sense.
Put a number on. I can't every single class.
Yeah.
You go.
Well, we don't have to move anymore. So everybody's in
See
here
or
now.
think.
Can't see or think. That's a problem. All right. We're almost done. 18. We've got 3 terms. Do you see this? We're going to do 2 things. We're going to distribute, then we're going to combine like terms. So the first thing we're going to distribute is -3 times +4. A negative times a positive is going to give you a negative. So that's -12x. Then we're going to multiply -3 times a -9. 2 negatives gives you a positive. 9 times 3 is what?
27.
And then -3 times -1, or I'm sorry, +1 would be -3x. Now we got to combine like terms. So we've got,
This is on Mathia and it sucks.
-15x.
good, Lyle, -15x plus 27. Well, it probably would have helped you when you were doing it if you had done this first. So maybe it would be easier now. Hey, be with me? You know what's going on. All right, everybody okay? All right, 2 more and we're good to go.
Oh, what a miracle. Oh, no.
We divide by 3.
Did the 2/3 make you say, oh no? Oh.
We divide by 3.
Well, you have to multiply the top first. Okay, let's do 2/3 times 6 on the calculator. I want everyone to use the calculator, please. 2 ABC 3 times 6. Tyler, what do I get?
4. Not you, Brad.
And 6.
Listen, you stole my
More than
pencils, I don't
6.
hear it.
Minus 6, yep.
Shorty.
Then 2/3 times -9 is going to give us -6. Plus 16 will come down. We need to combine.
Wait, what?
No, 16. 16 or 22.
What do we combine?
6 and 16.
The 6 and 6. The
Okay, they're
16
opposite signs. Shh. They're opposite signs, so we subtract
16.
and take the sign of the bigger number. So it's just going to be
10.
positive 10.
Ouch.
Or
Clear? Clear as mud?
Totally. Awesome.
If you feel
Right.
confused, listen, this is hard. You've never done this in your whole life. So like, this is fine.
This is more confusing than the COVID vaccine.
That's not.
It's okay.
It's really not.
All right, last one.
Sorry to fall.
Remember remember the problem we did on number 3, where I just changed everything, Kaylin? You remember? I know, because you were mad at me because I made you do it the hard way. Do you remember this? When there's a negative sign outside, what happens to everything inside?
It's
It's
changed.
changed. So we're just going to rewrite this.
Keep changing.
5 plus x. So if we change everything, now we've got minus 2x minus 1. Does everyone see why I did that? You literally take this and change what sign's inside. It's distributing a -1.
Keep, change, flip.
That's dividing fractions. So our constants are 5 and -1, and then we have plus x minus 2x. So we got to put two things together. 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, 1x minus 2x. If I'm at 1 and I go down 2, where am I?
-1.
There you go. Do we feel smarter?
No.
I will.
You do feel smarter, Abe? Abe, did you learn something?